Hello friends, I am Dr. S.P. Patil. So in last video we discussed about the derivation of interference of light in thin film due to reflected light. Now in this video we discuss about the derivation of interference of light in vase shaped film. Okay. Okay. Now this is vase shaped film. Make an angle alpha. Okay. If we see this figure, then it is observed that according to their angle, the thickness of the film increases. Okay. And at this point, the thickness we considered as a T. Understood? This is the vase shaped film which make an angle alpha. So with angle the thickness of the film increases, and up to here the thickness we considered as a T. Okay, now here if we draw a normal, and a ray of light is incident on this surface. Understood? Now this is the normal. Here also. Okay. This is the normal and this is a ray of light AB. Which is incident on this surface. It make an angle of incidence I. Okay. Now from the point B, a ray is partially reflected and partially refracted. Okay. Now here also normal. One more time I will explain. Here a ray of light AB is incident on the surface. Then the ray will be reflected along BR1 and refracted along BC. Okay. Now again from the point C, the ray will be partially reflected and partially refracted. Okay. So this is the point D. Okay. One more time I will explain. A ray of light AB is incident on the surface. from the point B, that ray will be partially reflected along BR1 and refracted along BC. Again from the point C, the ray will be reflected along CD. Similarly, the reflection-refraction occurs from the point D. Okay. Now after that, if we have to find out the path difference between these two rays, we have to draw a normal DM on BR1. Okay. Now this is the normal. Now we know that BR1 and DR2 both rays are coherent rays because both the rays derived from same incident ray AB. Okay, so these two rays interfere constructively or destructively. Okay, so now the path difference between these two rays, we can write path difference is equal to same path produced inside the film minus path produced in the air. So we can write path inside the film, path is BCD. Okay, so path BCD in the film minus path BM in air. Okay, so we can write this like this: mu into path BCD means path BC plus CD is there. So mu into, we can write BC plus CD minus BM. Now here mu indicates refractive index of the film. Okay, or we can say that this is the refractive index of the denser medium, and for air medium the refractive index is refractive index is 1. Okay, so here we can write this equation like this: mu into BC plus CD minus BM, that is BM is the path produced in the air medium. Okay, give equation number 1. Okay, now again here draw a perpendicular. Give name E. Okay, now again here if we see this figure, then it is observed that instead of this BC we have taken BE plus EC. Okay, so here we put mu into BE plus EC plus CD minus BM. Give equation number 2. Okay, now after that we know that Snell's law. Now according to Snell's law, we can write mu is equal to sin I divided by sin R. Okay, now if this is angle of incidence I, then this angle is also I according to law of reflection. Okay, now this is angle R, angle of refraction. Okay, now this is also angle of incidence I. Okay, now and this angle is R. Okay. Now here we have to find out the value of sine I and sine R. Sorry. So for finding the value sine I, we consider triangle BDM. Okay, from that triangle BDM, sine I is equal to, we can write sine I is equal to, we can write BM divided by BD. BM divided by BD. Okay. Here we give equation number 3. Okay, this is 4. Now after that, for finding the value of sine R, consider the triangle BDE. Okay, so consider triangle BDE. Now from that triangle BDE, sine R is equal to BE divided by BD. So we can write sine R is equal to BE divided by BD. Give next equation 5. Now after that, put equation 5 and 4 in equation 3. So we get mu is equal to sine I is equal to BM divided by BD divided by, and sine R is equal to BE divided by BD. Now here BD will get cancelled, remaining term we can write mu is equal to BM divided by BE. Okay. Give next equation, equation number 6. Okay. Now after that, from this equation we can write BM is equal to mu into BE. Give next equation, equation number 7. Okay, now put equation 7 in equation 2. We get path difference is equal to mu B plus mu into EC plus CD minus BM is equal to mu into BM. Okay, here in equation 2 only we have to put the value of BM. So we get this equation, path difference is equal to mu into BE plus mu into EC plus CD minus mu BM. Mu into BE. Okay, now here mu B will get cancelled. So we can write this equation, path difference is equal to mu into EC plus CD. Okay. Now again, if we draw this, then we get this triangle. Now we have to find out the mirror image of this triangle. We get this point here. Okay. like this. Okay, and this line here. So this is the equilateral triangle. That means if this is T, then this is also T. Understood? So here we can write the name P. Okay. So here CD is equal to, we can write CP. So instead of this CD, we can write path difference is equal to mu into EC plus CP. Okay. Now again, if we see this figure, then it is observed that this EC plus CP is equal to, we can write EP. So we get path difference is equal to mu into EP. Okay. Now here we have to find out the value of EP. For this purpose, consider triangle EPD. Okay, EPD, that is this triangle, EPD, total triangle. Okay, now from that triangle, this is the angle R plus alpha. This is also R plus alpha, alpha. And this angle is also R plus alpha. Okay, so here cos of R plus alpha is equal to, we can write EP divided by DP. So we can write cos of R plus alpha is equal to EP divided by DP. Therefore, from this equation we can write EP is equal to DP into cos of R plus alpha. Okay. Now again we know that value of DP is equal to 2T. Okay. So here we put, instead of DP, 2T we can put. So 2T into cos of R plus alpha. DP is equal to, we can write 2T. Okay, and therefore we put the value of EP in this equation. We get path difference is equal to mu into 2T into cos of R plus alpha, or we can write the equation 2 mu T cos of R plus alpha. Okay, now total path difference we can write is equal to path difference produced due to the film and path difference produced due to the reflection. So this is the path difference produced due to the film. So we can write 2 mu T cos of R plus alpha plus minus, and path difference produced due to the reflection we can write lambda by 2. Okay, give next equation, equation number 8. Now again we know that there are two conditions for constructive interference and for destructive interference. So for constructive interference, we know that the condition is n lambda. So we can write total path difference is equal to n lambda. So 2 mu T cos of r plus alpha plus minus lambda by 2 is equal to n lambda. Okay, now this lambda by 2 will take into the right side, so we get 2 mu t cos of r plus alpha is equal to n lambda plus minus lambda by 2. Okay, so we can write this 2n lambda plus minus lambda by 2, and which is equal to, we can write 2n plus minus 1 into lambda by 2. So give next equation, equation number 9. Okay, now after that, for destructive interference, path difference, we know that 2n plus minus 1 into lambda by 2 path difference is there. So we can write 2 mu t cos of r plus alpha plus minus lambda by 2 is equal to 2n plus minus 1 into lambda by 2. So here also this lambda by 2 will take into the right side. So we get 2 mu t cos of r plus alpha is equal to 2n plus minus 1 into lambda by 2 minus lambda by 2. Sorry, plus minus lambda by 2. So we get n lambda. Give equation number 10. Here n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. And here n is equal to, we can write 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So this is about the interference of light in wave-shaped film. Understood? See here, interference of light in wave-shaped. I will explain one more time in shortly. So this is the wave-shaped film which make an angle alpha. If we see this figure, then it is observed that the thickness of the film is gradually increases, and up to here the thickness is t. Okay, now draw a normal. Okay, a ray of light AB is incident on this surface. The ray will be partially reflected along BR1 and partially refracted along BC. Now again from the point C, the ray will be reflected along CD, and similarly from the point D, there is a reflection and refraction occurs. Okay, now this is the angle of incidence I, and this is the angle of refraction R. Okay, now both the rays, that is BR1 and DR2, both are parallel to each other and they are coherent rays. Okay, because they are coherent, why they are coherent? Because both the rays produced or derived from same incident ray AB. Okay, so to find out the path difference between these two rays, we have to draw a normal DM on BR1. Okay, and therefore we can write path difference is equal to path BCD, that is the path produced inside the film. Hence the path BCD in the film minus path BM in the air. BM means this is the air medium. Okay, so we can write instead of this mu into BC plus CD minus path BM. Okay, now again if we see this figure, then it is observed that here BC is equal to, we can write BE plus EC. So here we put instead of this BC, BE plus EC. Give equation number 2. Okay, now again according to Snell's law, we can write mu is equal to sin I divided by sin R. Now here we have to find out the value of sin I and sin R. Okay, for this consider the triangle BDM and BDE. Consider triangle BDM and BDE. From both the triangles, we get the value of sin I and sin R. We get the value of sin I and sin R. So both the value we put in equation 3, we get mu is equal to Bm divided by Be. Here BD will get cancelled. We get mu is equal to Bm divided by Be. Now from this equation we can write Bm is equal to mu into Be. Give next equation. Okay. Now put the value of Bm in this equation here in equation 2. What we get? Mu into Be plus mu into EC plus CD minus mu into Be is there. BE. Okay. Okay. Now here mu B will get cancelled. Remaining term I have written here. PD is equal to mu into EC plus CD. Now after that, here if we draw this triangle up to here, we get this triangle, and if we find out the mirror image of this, we get this point here and this line here. Okay. So this is the equilateral triangle, means if this is the T, then this distance is also T. Okay. So here instead of this CD, we have taken CP. Instead of CD, we have taken CP. Okay. Now again, this EC plus CP is equal to EP. Okay. Now here we have to find out the value of EP. So for finding the value of EP, here we have considered a triangle EPD. From that triangle we get the value of EP, and that value of EP we have put here. Okay, and we get final equation 2 mu t cos of r plus alpha. Now total path difference is equal to 2 mu t cos of r plus alpha plus minus lambda by 2. Now here this is the path difference produced due to the wedge-shaped film, and this lambda by 2 is the path difference produced due to the reflection. Okay, now after that there are two conditions, constructive interference and destructive interference. Okay, now we know that condition for constructive interference is equal to n lambda. So the total path difference is equal to, we can write condition for the constructive interference, that is n lambda. So we get this value. And for destructive interference, we know that path difference is here. Okay, so here we can write total path difference is equal to condition for the destructive interference, and we get n lambda. So this is about the interference in wedge-shaped film. Thank you.